So it looks like, did Ooltewah win the toss?
You know what? I was listening to story time and didn't even tell. I'm horrible at this.
I think Ooltewah won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and Walker Valley will receive the football. So you will see the Mustangs on offense. Let's go ahead and do the starting lineups, Coach, if you want to go ahead with the offense.
Yeah, so for the Walker Valley Mustang offense, you're going to, of course, see quarterback number 4, Dawson Stum. And first at running back this week, I believe this is new for him to be first on the depth chart, is Javen Hall. He's been running like a man possessed. And then at wide back, you have Tate Roundtree with Brody Crooms at wide receiver, Roman Yulo at wide receiver, Luke Hayden at wide receiver. They've got Reese Davis at tight end, Lane Kelly, Colbin Lovinggood, Bryson Farley, Jeremiah Townsend, and Caleb Kelly make up that offensive line, the flow show. So that's going to be exciting to watch.
On the defensive side of the ball, we have defensive lineman Troy Descavage, Lane Ferris, Dylan Sharp, and Jack Shantz. At the linebacker position, you've got Caleb Jackson, Braylon Beard, and Tyler Goldman. DBs, Michael Wood, Jerry Pugh, Aiden Burns, and new Spencer Makuch. So with that, we are going to send it back to the station for the lead up to kickoff Cleveland Ford Friday Night Football.
You are clear for 30.
Remind me when we come out of the break to mention, the change in this lineup here, and at least what we know.
10 seconds.
Who is that?
Looked like 2.
5,
Aiden
4,
Burns.
3, 2, 1. You're live.
And the ball is kicked off, returned by Aiden Burns. He gets a good run all the way down to the opposite, what looks like they're going to mark around the 45, Coach. Aiden Burns new to the backfield back there. I know they normally have the Makuch brothers. He may be stepping in for Hudson tonight.
He is. If you didn't notice, I didn't read Hudson as a starter on offense tonight, which we typically would. I don't know a lot about his situation, but I believe they're going to limit him tonight, probably, and try not to further any complications he's having.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Walker Valley Mustang offense comes out on the field for the first time. They're in a twin set to the home side, single receiver to the away. Stum, shotgun, ball snap, quick pass out to the sideline, caught by Yulo. He makes the first guy miss, but is wrapped up for a gain of about 2 on the play, maybe 1. We'll see where they mark the football. But good little start to the game right there, Coach.
Yeah, it's a great start. Anytime you see a corner giving Roman that kind of room, they're going to look his direction. And he, that's the kind of play that may get 0-0-0-60.
Yeah, absolutely. So Stum in the shotgun again. Hard count. Going to bring a man in motion. It's Roundtree. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff to Hall, and he is tripped up at the line of scrimmage. It looks like he falls forward for about a gain of 1.
Yeah, Ooltewah's linebackers did a good job of fitting. Tate Roundtree on the a beautiful down block there, but a linebacker scraped it pretty nice and made a play there.
Yeah, I think one of the strengths to this Ooltewah team is their linebacking core. I think as the night goes on, the big boys up front are going to be able to wear down that front level and get to the second level, but I think you're going to see them try to get the run going here in this first quarter.
That's right.
So, Stum, shotgun, Hall behind him. Ball snapped. It's going to be another handoff off tackle to Hall, and it looks like he's going to have enough for a Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix. First down, ball be marked at the 38-yard line.
I'm trying to see the number on that safety that made the play there. I think
3.
It looks like 3. I don't have a 3.
Oh, no, we've got 3 down here in the corner. That may be a 5. Yeah, it's a 5.
It's a 5, so that's going to be Jacob Biggs. That's a junior outside linebacker to make the play there.
So it looks like they're going to go twins to both sides. Ball snap. Stum looks back. It's going to be a screen to Hall. He's got some room. He's to the 35, to the 40, to the 20. Tackled inside the 15. There is a flag on the play, Coach. I think this one may be coming back.
Yeah, it may be. A lot of times you're going to, sometimes your offensive line loses their sorts there getting downfield. Nope.
No. Oh, okay. Is that a legal man downfield?
Yeah, I think so. But what it looks like is Javen Hall probably got too much depth. So essentially he's downfield, so offensive lineman can't be downfield at that point.
Yeah, the running back has to stay behind the line of scrimmage on that screen play for the offensive line to advance past 5 yards. So it looks like there was an offensive lineman that was little bit further than 5, and Javen kind of snuck up past the line of scrimmage. So what was going to be a big play is going to be brought back. But again, now they're waving the flag off. So
right.
we just talked about nothing for a few minutes, but that's okay.
That's fine. They talked about it. They figured it out. I'd rather you do that than make a bad call.
Absolutely. So with that, now we're inside the Kia of Cleveland drive zone. We are at the 16-yard line where the Mustangs will have 1st and 10 after the Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down.
Yeah, that's right. Spencer Makuch in the game at running back.
I love the change of pace. You've got your thumper, and now you're going to bring in your speedster.
Oh, yeah.
So Stum, shotgun, throws, has Roundtree in the flats, and hits him in the hands. It looked like he tried to run with it before he caught it, Coach.
Well, I tell you, it could be that, and it could be, look where he's at, and look at that sun line right there. He's looking straight back into the sun as soon as he comes out of his break. And I could say all day you got to catch that, but that's a tough ball sometimes.
You've got that sun glaring in right in your face, especially this time of night. It's hard to see for sure.
That's right, and it surprised him. He ran out of the shade and into the sun, and that's tough.
So Stum in the shotgun, twins to the away. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff to Makuch. He's going to bounce it outside, make the first guy miss, the second guy miss, and he's going to fall forward around the 10-yard line. So that'll be a gain of about 6. So it'll bring up 2nd and 4. And, Coach, while we have a second, the starting lineups were sponsored by L&B Appliance. L&B Appliance. So missed that at the start of the game. Kind of had to rush. That clock started moving fast on us.
There's a lot going on this evening.
Yeah, it's homecoming up here this week. Ball snapped. Makuch bounces it back inside. He's flushed into some linemen, but that big offensive line is going to push him forward all the way down to the 5-yard line where he'll have another Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix first down.
I'll tell you what, Ooltewah's defensive line doing a really good job of keeping their linebackers clean right now and staying engaged. That's causing some problems in the middle for Walker Valley. They'll sort it out, but for now they're doing a good job.
Yeah, I think as the game wears on, you're going to see this Walker Valley Mustang offensive line kind of dominate that. But right now they're doing a good job of feeding them all they want to for sure. So it looks like we've got a offsides against the Owls. So that's going to bring up our first penalty. Our penalties are sponsored by L&B Appliance, large enough to meet all of your appliance needs and small enough to appreciate your business. Durkee Road and Highway 64. So that's going to bring us inside the 5. 1st and goal, ball snapped, handed off to Hall, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Walker Valley Mustangs.
Yeah, he's been excited this whole possession. I can see evidence of him wanting the end zone so bad he can't stand it, and he nothing changed on that run there. He almost walks in behind 2 Walker Valley bodies.
So that is a Wright Brothers Construction touchdown for Javen Hall. It looks like they're going to attempt the extra point. That's sponsored by Independent Installation Services, your spray foam experts, 423-716-3762. So the extra point, let's see, who's the kicker tonight? They've been switching them up on week to week on us, Coach. Is that 82?
I believe that is 82.
And that is Noah Campbell. So, snap.
You're going to have a false start on Walker Valley, I believe.
I'll be honest, that's probably not the worst thing in the world because the snap looked like it was a little low and we were having trouble handling it. So, going to get another crack at this thing just about 5 yards back.
Yeah, I thought I saw some movement just prior to the snap there, and sure enough, it's a false start. They're going to bump them back just a little bit.
Noah Campbell, the senior, back there to kick.
All right, so Noah Campbell to attempt the extra point again. Snap is up, kick is up, and it is good. So your Walker Valley Mustangs lead 7-0 with 8:51 left in the first quarter. We'll send it back to the station for a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Clear for 30.
You good? You need more or less? Or
we're doing great, man.
Keep rolling.
Keep it rolling.
I'm interested to see
15.
that number 6 they've got listed as their middle linebacker. I didn't see him on defense the whole time, but I saw him.
drive week in and week out. So Campbell with the line drive that's going to roll and take a bounce. It's going to bounce at the 10-yard line. He's going to take it, and he is going to be dropped inside the 10. We'll see if they give him forward progress.
Yeah, that's a tough ball to handle. Their free safety, Albert Horn, is back and just kind of bobbles that, and it causes him some problems in the long run.
Yeah, it took a hard skip off the turf there. It looked like it was probably going to bounce around into his chest and then ended up going over his head. He was able to get a hand on it and kind of knock it down. But that's going to put them at the 10-yard line. So the first time the Walker Valley defense is going to be out in the field. Let's get Ooltewah's roster out. Who they have in at quarterback, Coach?
I'm having trouble seeing from here. It should be Brent Badley, number 12. I believe that is the case.
He's going to hand it off up the middle for no gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. The Walker Valley defensive front did a good job stopping that run right there at the line.
Yeah, and I tell you, they've got 2 number 6s listed on their roster, but their running back, I believe, is going to be Javante Doyle, which they typically have listed at linebacker and tight end. I did not see him in on defense, so I believe that's going to be true. If that is not true, I'd like to apologize to both he and his family.
So the Owls are going to take their time here. Play clock around 15 seconds. They're getting to the line of scrimmage now. They're in a twin set to the home side. Single receiver to the away. Bradley takes a snap. He's going to scroll left. Has a man open. He throws it to him. It's in and out of the hands of number 11. That would be Griffin Patterson.
Yeah, they get Griffin Patterson in the flat there. They depend on that guy to do a lot. He's just a sophomore, but he's got a 6'2" body. He's 180 pounds. He's back to receive kickoffs, so they're going to look to get him into some action pretty quick. They have him open there in the flats. He just can't come up with it. Throws a little bit behind him as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So 3rd and 10 here for the Mustang defense, trying to make a stand here on the first drive by the Ooltewah Owls. 7:55, the Walker Valley Mustangs lead 7-0. Bradley in the shotgun. Twin set to the home, single to the away, ball snapped. It's going to be handoff. He's going to go back up into the middle. Looks like he's met first by Troy Descavage, then a host of Walker Valley Mustangs.
Yeah, Ooltewah trying to keep their attack diverse as well. They seem to have a pretty balanced attack thus far. I know we haven't seen a lot, but they think they have a crease in the middle there, and they're trying to exploit that. And Walker Valley's doing a good job of, their defensive linemen are keeping their hands engaged and keeping them off their linebackers, which is always a good recipe.
So it's going to be 4th and 7. Spencer Makuch was back, but it looks like they're going to bring him back in. You know, I could see maybe a quarterback pooch kick here, depending on what their kicking situation's like, but I have a hard time believing that they're going to go for it on 4th and 7 here. They're going to let the play clock get all the way down to 5,
yeah, they're
4,
gonna take a timeout
3,
here.
2, 1, and you are correct, Coach. That is a timeout.
I tell you, Ooltewah has Brock Smallin in the slot there on most of their plays. He's a 5'11" senior receiver. I hope they look to get him involved pretty quickly.
Yeah, so that timeout is sponsored by Milliken Vein. Do your legs feel tired or heavy or achy? Dr. James Goodwin offers an office treatment that will make you look and feel better in a day. MilliganVein.com. So, yeah, Coach.
Choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement. The 24/7 movement can help us create positive change.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round.
So the Cleveland
At
Utilities
Forevergreen,
Power Punt
we use a
is up,
7-step
and it's a
turf care
short
program
one.
to take care of your turf.
This is going to take a
and treat
bounce
any
at the
issues that might arise.
34-yard line and
We
roll
use
all the way
top-of-the-line
down
liquid nutritional
to the
products to produce a healthy,
49-yard line.
beautiful,
So
and lush
the Walker
lawn.
Valley Mustangs
Some
will
of our
have
most
great field
popular
position to start
services:
the second
lawn
drive.
care, aeration,
Yeah, he got a good
overseeding,
roll on that punter. It would have been
mosquito
really
control, and fungus and
unfortunate.
disease
Still a
control.
great starting field position for the Mustangs.
So next time you're looking for lawn care
So,
or treatment, Give Forever Green
Walker
a call.
Valley Mustang offense is back on the field, 650. They lead 7-0 off the Javen Hall
you can contact us through our
touchdown
website,
run, but again, marched their way down the field. But give Aiden Burns credit. Had a great return that put them in a great position.
He did. Ooltewah misfits a gap, and Aiden Burns takes advantage to put him in a great spot here. I got two things on my mind right now. Roman Ulo, Javen Hall.
Absolutely. Ball snapped. Stump looks. Ball
Choices
caught.
matter. Please
By number 13
buckle up,
Mustang.
put your phone down,
Jackson, 43.
and
Oh,
drive
43.
sober.
Hey, get on Lincoln
Join
in
the
there.
Freshman
movement,
Lincoln Jackson
24/7
I love it.
movement,
That was an
and help
athletic
us
catch
create
as well.
positive change.
Lincoln is a very promising athlete. Excited to see him getting some snaps on Friday night.
Yeah, for sure. Roman Ulo pulls a lot of attention. So
Your lawn
things
is a
like
part
that
of your
to
home,
sort of
and
disguise
it deserves to
an
look
attack
as
are
green
always
and as
good.
beautiful as possible
Roman out to
while
his
being
self
healthy
now.
year-round. At Forever Green,
Ball
we use a
snap,
7-step
handed
turf
off the
care
hall,
program to take care of
bounces
your
it off
turf
tackle,
and treat any
gets a
issues
gain
that
of
might
about
arise.
3 on the play.
We
So that's
use
gonna bring up
top-of-the-line
3rd and
liquid
7.
nutritional
Kind of going back
products
to
to
Lincoln
produce a
Jackson,
healthy,
he might be the
beautiful,
fastest
and
middle
lush
schooler
lawn.
that I've ever seen.
Some of our
on
most
the
popular
baseball diamond.
services
Hadn't
are
played
lawn
since
care,
2nd grade,
aeration
and
and
led our
overseeding,
team in steals, led
mosquito
our team
control,
in doubles.
and
He's
fungus
just a
and
heck of an
disease
athlete.
control.
So I'm excited to see him kind of get some work here on Friday night.
So next
Yeah,
time
it's
you're
a big
looking for
deal.
lawn
I've
care
heard
or
from
treatment,
multiple
give
sources
Forever
about
Green a
this
call,
kid's speed.
423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.
So Stum, shotgun, drops back, looking. They're going to throw the screen again. It's caught, but the Owls do a much better job of covering that one. Don't get fooled by the sneak there.
Yeah, they sit on that pretty well.
Choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement, 24/7 movement, and help us create positive change.
They'll figure it out. They'll sort it out. But for now, it's not hitting like it really should.
So they're going to go for it here on this 4th and 3. Stum, hard count, no biters. Got twins to the away. Hall is in at the
Your
backfield.
lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to
Ball
look
snap.
as green
It's
and
going
as
to be a
beautiful
handoff
as
to Hall,
possible
off tackle,
while being
and he's
healthy
going to lower
year-round.
his head and
At
have
Forever
enough
Green,
for a
we
first
use a
down. And you're
7-step
right,
turf
Coach.
care
Looks
program
like a
to
face
take care
mask
of
as
your
well.
turf
So after the
and
Bradley
treat any
Concrete
issues
Lamb
that
Con
might
Ready Mix
arise.
first down,
We use
you're going to
top-of-the-line
have an
liquid
L&D
nutritional
appliance
products to
penalty
produce a healthy,
as well.
beautiful, and lush lawn.
So
Some
face
of our
mask
most
against
popular
the Owls.
services are lawn
I tell
care,
you, they
aeration and overseeding,
Ooltewah special
mosquito
teams has
control,
Alcorn taking
and fungus
kickoff.
and disease
He's
control.
their junior free safety, big body. They're
So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website,
Roman Ulo really seems to be a mismatch
forevergreentn.com.
for just about anybody that he's played so far tonight, but I agree, he's probably the biggest body they have out there to be able to cover him. But I see what you see. They've got him in single coverage over there right now. Ball snap. Dosen looks, chucks it up in the air. This one's going to be deep,
Please
and it is going to be
buckle up,
caught, but he is
put your
out
phone
of
down,
bounds.
and
Just
drive
couldn't get his,
sober. Join the
feet
movement,
down. It's going to be Brody
24/7
Crooms, the
movement,
junior,
and
on
help
the
us
catch,
create positive
but it
change.
looks like his feet were just outside the field of play there.
Yeah, Dosen gave his receiver a chance, but it was just a little bit outside. But I would have loved to see Roman get a look on that play. It looked like they walked that safety in, expecting a run there on first down, and Roman and his man out there were all alone. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff to Hall. He's going to bounce it back inside, and something that he does so well is he falls forward for multiple yards.
Yeah, when he sees a wall before him, he finds just a little gap, and he is a man who wants some yards. He wants that extra 2, that extra 3 yards, and that's what keeps him in the game, and that's what bumps him at this point to be so useful that you're 1 on the depth chart right now.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs. Stum hands off to Makuch. Makuch off tackle, does a great job following his blockers, and he's going to have enough for a Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix first down now inside the Kia of Cleveland drive zone.
Good for a Mustang.
Imagine you sit in math class all day, then you have to come here and tackle Javen Hall like 3 times in a row, and now they put Spencer Makuch in to give him a spell.
That's a tall task for sure. So it looks like the officials are going to send somebody, 2 people off for the knee pads. Coach, you've probably heard me up here on the radio. I feel at this point I might even have a reputation for it. the knee pad thing just drives me insane. Because personally, I think it's a product issue. I think it's a pant issue, not kids going out there and rolling up their knee pads.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't speak on this one because I've been down there on the field. I've been that coach whose position player gets sent off for his knee pads and my hair caught on fire.
Well, the fact that we're having to tape them down just drives me insane. But ball snapped. It's going to be a fake to Makuch. They're going to toss it up to Roman, batted away.
Ooh, wow.
It looked like that one was thrown a little bit behind Roman.
It was thrown behind Roman, but Albert Horn comes out of nowhere and shows us why he's one-on-one man coverage with Roman Yulo all the time. He's an athletic kid. He really got up.
Got up there and batted that thing away for sure. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. 2:59 left here in the first quarter. The Walker Valley Mustangs lead 7-0.
All right, so I'd say they're running the ball here, but you see how Roman Yulo just switches to the boundary?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to see them attack with Roman Yulo, that's probably when you're going to see it. But I'd say they're running the ball right here.
They're going to bring Roundtree in motion, and you are correct. They're going to give it to Makuch, and he has a burst of speed. He makes the first guy miss, tries to go into the spin cycle, but the legs are taken out from under him, but not before he gets another Bradley Concrete and Lamb Conrad mix, first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a textbook fall forward. I'm gonna go into my spin, but I'm gonna let my legs go a little bit jello in case you rack me in the knees because I'm falling forward for 3 yards either way.
Absolutely. So they're going to be inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Hard count, but it looks like we're going to get a false start on the wide receiver to the far side.
He was excited, Coach.
Hey, he's ready to go out there and block somebody.
That's right. That's right.
So that penalty is sponsored by LMB Appliance.
I'm not going to lie. That's, let's see, Luke Hayden. He's a big, tall sophomore.
He's a big kid. He's been big since middle
look
school.
Look at that corner up there to the field.
Oh, yeah. Is that 8 out there, Coach?
That is 8.
That's Hudson.
That is 8. So look for them. I mean, are you putting him in the game just as a decoy, or are you trying to attack that short corner?
So, Stum, shotgun. Had Spencer Makuch ball snap or bobbled. Stum just does enough to get down on it, but that's going to be a big loss on the play. The ball's going to be marked at what looks to be the 23-yard line.
It's a big loss, but that's, with the power that Walker Valley's offense has and the position they're in on the field, that's probably the best result from that play.
Absolutely, and I'm glad that he didn't try to get up and try to make something happen out of that. That's when you get hurt. You pick up the ball and turn around, and you got a guy right on your face. Just fall on the football. You got 2 to 3 more downs to get this thing done. So 2nd and goal from the 23-yard line. Stum in the shotgun. They're going to go twin set to both sides. You've got Hudson Makuch and Roman Yulo on the same side, and that's where Stum is looking. He throws. It is caught by Roman Yulo. Ball's out, and it is going to be recovered by the Owls. So that's going to be a touchback on the play. Let's see if they mark this as a catch. I believe it was a catch and run and was knocked out. Don't you, Coach?
Well, as far as we are from it, we're speculating, but it did appear that after the ball made contact with his hands, he made football moves. Now, whether he had clear possession, we'll never know in the high school world. But it looks like they are calling it that it was a catch and a fumble, which goes into the end zone and is recovered by the Owls.
So what was a good drive just kind of fumbled apart there at the end. Walker Valley is going to have a chance to go down there to the sideline. And, something that I love is watching the players look at the drive down there and look at the plays and kind of fix up what they need to fix up.
Yeah, for sure. And, don't tell anybody and don't tell Ooltewah, but anytime you see Hudson Makuch and Roman Yulo both to the boundary, the short side of the field, look for that attack to happen right there. Absolutely.
So ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Walker Valley does a good job. It looks like we've got almost 10 out of the 11 hats on the football. Does a good job swallowing that up for maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
So if me and you are the safety in the corner out there, you guarding Roman or Hudson?
I mean, what do you do? And then when Zeke was with us, that's something we talked about. Is like, who do you guard? You might as well run man all night long and just hope that your guy can do something to stop him.
Yeah. I'm going to get a lot of pass interferences.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's kind of Cleveland's game plan against us. Roman Yulo was kind of taken out of that game because anytime that something good would go Roman's way, they would just drag his jersey down and make sure his arms couldn't go up. So ball snapped. It's going to be a screen out to the side, but it is a blown up but missed tackle by Aiden Burns, so he ends up making the first guy miss and getting a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that's senior Brock Smallin on the catch. He's already shown that he's an athlete for them. Hey, can I just mention real quick, Dale's Heating and Air. Just call Dales.com. Also, the Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care for all your orthopedic needs. That's Voitech.com.
Chick-fil-A located on Keith Street in Ball Hub. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. So 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Walker Valley leads 7-0. Bradley back in the shotgun, snaps, looking, has to get out of the pocket. Stops, throws it up in the air. This one's up for grabs, and it is going to be intercepted by number 9, Malachi Nunez. He's going to take it to the 35, all the way down to the 33-yard line. So we get the football right back, Coach.
That's right. I mean, that's the response you want from your high school athletes. When something goes wrong, doesn't go your way, you just go out and execute the game the way you practice every day of the week, and you do like Mr. Nunez right there, and you bring the ball back to your team.
Absolutely. So, Crown, your Jeep and Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee, I-75 at exit 20. So 6 seconds left here in the first quarter. Walker Valley's offense will have time to run one play before the start of the second quarter.
That's right. Spencer Makuch is going to be in the game at running back. Looks like Hudson back to the sidelines, which smartly so. I think you limit him here.
Yeah, take it easy on him. Let him get some reps. Don't let him get rusty. But I think you just kind of minimize his role. Ball snap. And this one's going to be intercepted. The linebacker set on that route inside to Roman Yulo. So Dawson Stum, I believe, throws his second interception of the year.
Yeah, number 10, Asa McMillan, he's a senior outside linebacker. He drove depth there. They have Roman Yulo on an island, essentially taking what you would consider probably the best offensive player and the best defensive player on the field way out to the sidelines. But then they slant Roman, but Asa sits on it pretty hard and is able to come up with the ball.
So 0.5 seconds left here in the first quarter, and in the past 45 seconds of gameplay, we've had three turnovers.
That's right.
So ball snap, Bradley hands off up the middle. Met hard by a Walker Valley defender. We'll get his number as he gets up.
Attention to the cheerleaders on the track. On behalf of the 24/7,
I'm still trying to get a number. Number 23, I believe that's Braylon Beard.
It ends in a 7.
Braylon Beard met him hard in the hole, and then number 7-8, Javen Hall. So
47, Eli Robinson. Could that be?
Yeah, that's who that would be. So we are going to start the second quarter. Before we do that, we're going to send it back to the station for a 1-minute break. We'll be back in 1.
Clear for 1. Okay, 15 seconds.
15.
10 seconds.
Here come the T-shirts. Stand up and cheer.
5, 4,
Mustang.
3, 2, 1. You're live.
Welcome back to, tough hit there. Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Matt Paris. Ooltewah starts the quarter off with a throw, and he takes a nasty hit from one of the Walker Valley Mustangs defenders. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, Spencer Makuch is trying to make a play there. Comes in, I believe it's going to be a late hit if they keep the flag. The flag came kind of late.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they are going to call. So that's going to be a first down for the Ooltewah Owls. But overall, a pretty good first quarter for the Mustangs on that first drive, but ended up turning the ball over 2 times late. Uncharacteristic of the Mustangs. Normally win the turnover battle week in and week out.
Yeah, you want to sort of keep your wits about you here. You know, we talked about the keys to the game at the first, and it was protect the quarterback, protect possession, protect the ball. We haven't really done that in the last 2 possessions, but looking to get this ball back here and sort of get back into a groove.
Yeah, absolutely. The Walker Valley Band is making this Ooltewah offense have to get in tight and close. They're blowing the horns behind their ear. Ball's going to be marked at the 39, 40-yard line, 1st and 10. And it looks like head coach Goose comes running up the field to call his 2nd timeout. And those timeouts are sponsored by Milligan Vane. So, yeah, Coach, kind of uncharacteristic. We were talking about it. You don't see the Walker Valley Mustangs turn the football over a lot, but in that first quarter they turned it all over twice in their own territory, or in plus territory.
No, and I'll tell you that the kind of the way you look at that, the eyes that you want to have to see that is neither one of those were careless turnovers. Those were kids trying to make a play. And the ball didn't bounce their way, you know. If I can throw out one more coaching cliche there, but those are effort plays that just didn't work out for you. So you go back to the huddles, you keep your mind, you stick to your training, everything that you went through this week, and you play that game. You don't try to do anything extra here to get back in the game because you're well within you're all over this game. You still have the lead. Now let's begin to protect the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you wonder if that Walker Valley Band had something to do with that timeout. It doesn't really seem like they got their communications right from the field. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff to the fullback, number 10, and he has no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they are. Ooltewah is doing a really good job of getting the ball into the hands of their athletes. You know, everybody that we're calling with the ball is seen on defense, playing linebacker, defensive back. There's 3 or 4 guys that seem to be the core of this group, and they're trying to make something happen with them here.
So under center, ball snapped, handed off. Ball. It looked like the ball might have come out. Let's see. Nope, it was recovered, or I just saw something, but no gain on the play. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Whoever the linebacker was, I believe that was Braylon Beard, came flying into the hole and shoved that run attempt.
Braylon Beard is going to be one heck of a football player for the Walker Valley Mustangs for a pretty good while now. He's a young guy, and he's a man with his hair on fire.
Yeah, I mean, something that has been fun to watch under Coach Akins is having linebackers that play with that kind of physicality.
That's right.
You know, you can just each year, Jacob Hollingsworth. You can talk about obviously Denton, who was here forever.
3-by-1 here.
All right, so they've got a 3-by-1 out to the away side. Ball snapped. He looks that way, gets it out. It's a wide receiver screen. Makes the first guy miss, bounces off. Going to get about a 6-yard gain on the play. So that's going to bring up 3rd. Is that going to bring up 4th and 4? Yeah, it will. It's going to be around 4th and 3, 4th and 4.
4th and 4. And I'll tell you what.
Let's
Let's see here. Jerry Pugh, number 21. He, you know, to anybody looking at that play, they see that he didn't make a tackle, but he did cause that Ooltewah receiver to have to change direction, and it gave time for his linebackers to get out to the edge.
So Ooltewah going to go for it here, and they get Walker Valley to jump. That's, again, some uncharacteristic things from the Mustangs here so far tonight. You know, you normally see them pretty disciplined there, so that's going to give the Owls a first down.
Yeah, again, you know, I know sort of the communication lines that are going to happen here, and it's, hey, we don't have to play the best football we've ever played in this moment right now. We just have to play our game, do the things that we've practiced all week, and just relax a little bit, guys.
Yeah, definitely got to settle in with 10-13 here left in the second quarter. Walker Valley leads 7-0. Ooltewah in the shotgun, going to be handoff off tackle. Walker Valley does a great job swarming to the ball, maybe a gain of 1.
For those of you that aren't watching on Mixed TV or you're not in attendance, I will say for some of you old school guys, more than once tonight I've seen Ooltewah with a fullback in a 3-point stance, and they are huddling.
Love it. Love it. Kind of a lost art in today's game with everybody wanting to spread everything out wide. While we've got a second, I want to give a shout out to my son, Graham Mason, listening in the car tonight. Love you, buddy. See you in a little bit. He loved listening to me on the radio for the first time last week, so I wanted to say hello.
That's awesome.
Ball snapped. It's going to be a bobbled snap. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and Walker Valley does a great job. That looks like that's Braylon Beard again, kind of running around with his head on fire out there.
Yeah, that's for sure he is. Every time I look up, I see Braylon Beard or Jerry Pugh just flying through the air.
That wasn't Braylon Beard. That was the far side linebacker, Coach. If you can help me out with a number. You know, these kids love to roll up their shirts.
20-something?
Knocking it down.
27?
Looks like it's 27. And that would be, yes, you're correct, Tyler Goldman. So Tyler Goldman came in flying and did a great job setting the edge there. Again, one of the keys to the game, do not let them get outside. Did a great job. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, Tyler Goldman's another one. I saw him take 6 lives from a person against Notre Dame a few weeks ago. Uh-oh.
Ball snapped, going to be handed off up the middle. And looks like Walker Valley saying they've got the football, Coach.
And they will have the football.
So, again, lots of turnovers in tonight's game. Ooltewah with 2, Walker Valley with 2, kind of giving each other field position back and forth around here, around the 40-yard line. So Walker Valley's offense will take over again, looking to get kind of back to that first drive, that continuity that they had.
Yeah, that we haven't lost anything thus far. We're fine. We're pretty even in the turnover game. As long as we don't begin being -1, -2, we're okay.
So ball snap, Stum hands it off to Hall up the middle. Hall runs over his defender, and he's going to be to the 45, to the 40, down at the 35-yard line. And sorry, Tennessee fans, that kind of looked like a Herschel Walker moment his freshman year, just running him straight over.
Yeah, Javen Hall just put some poor kid on his new highlight film. It's just an A-gap power, man. That's all it is.
That's going to be clipped and huddled tonight for sure.
Tonight.
So Stum, shotgun, snaps, another handoff to Hall up the middle, and he's got some room to run. He's to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Javen Hall.
Coach Akins and his staff saw something on that previous play, and I can't swear to it, but I bet they just what they would call roll it. We just run that play again, and Javen Hall walks how many yards? 35 for a touchdown.
So 2 huge runs there by Javen Hall, and that's a Wright Brother Construction touchdown. And we're about to attempt the extra point, which is sponsored by Independent Installation Services.
Yeah, Jacob, you know I said earlier that the Ooltewah defensive line was doing a good job and some peculiar things, scraping over down blocks, which is attacking the edges, and that's why we were having trouble finding it. And it appears that they're still doing the same, but the people sitting above us that are in communication with Coach Akins have let him know that, and there's 2 right up the middle runs that were just naked.
Absolutely so. Javen Hall with the 2nd touchdown on the night. We're going to send it back to the station for a 30-second break. We'll be back in 30.
Clear for 30.
Special teams tonight are brought to you by Companion Funeral Services.
Covered it? I didn't see. All I saw was a mutter.
15. 10. 5.
having a good night himself. He, I believe, was the one on the interception earlier for the Mustangs. Has stepped in and really played a good role there for the Mustangs at the corner position, and also on special teams.
Yeah, he's doing a great job tonight.
So, looks like they're going to go twins to the away, single receiver to the home side. Snap, handoff up the middle, and he is met by Sharp. And along with Sharp, about 8 other hats. So Walker Valley doing a great job swarming to the football.
Yeah, he did a good job of getting his hands free and just filling his gap beautifully there.
Chick-fil-A, located on Key Street and Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. Crown, your Jeep and Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee, I-75 at exit 20.
And the Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care for all your orthopedic needs, Voitech.com. How about Dale's Heating and Air, Coach? Just call Dales.com.
So we are 7:29 left in the second quarter. Ball snap, quarterback drops back, scrolling right, looking, man is covered, and ball is knocked out of the hands. That looked like that was number 2, Aiden Burns.
Yeah, he's going to get a PBU for that. That's one of the most coveted stats amongst high school defensive backs. The ball hits the hands of the receiver, and he plays through his hands, causing him to not catch it. That's one of the most sought-after things they look to do.
Yet something that is really ranked in this Walker Valley defense is their speed at DB. I know they're not as experienced, but as the year goes on and each week they get better and better, but there's a lot of speed back there between Burns, now Makuch, Michael Wood, and it looks like we've got number 21 in the game over here.
That's Jerry Pugh.
Jerry Pugh.
Yeah.
And so Jerry Pugh having a good night too.
And you got Lincoln Jackson waiting in the wings at freshman, one of the fastest kids we've already talked about.
Absolutely. So ball snap, they're going to get it out quick. He's met quickly as well. It's going to be a gain of about 4. So that's going to bring up 4th and probably, let's call it 5, Coach.
Yeah, that's Jerry Pugh on the tackle again. I have a feeling we're going to say his name a lot.
Leaves the Owls short of a first down.
Yeah, Jerry Pugh is having a good night there at the corner position. Again, another guy that got some reps last year, as you know, Walker Valley had an 11-3 season, and was able to get a lot of young guys some valuable experience. And now you're kind of seeing that come into the fold here with him at the corner position.
Yeah, and he's living up to his name. I mean, we got Elisha Pugh, and then we've got Jerry's brother Jonathan. Those guys have all been great kids for Walker Valley and the Walker Valley football program.
Ball snapped, kick is up, nearly blocked. This is a much better punt this time, taken by Makuch. He's going to get it to the 50, make the first guy miss. He's going to bounce it outside, and he's going to be drugged down around the 44-yard line. So good starting position again here for the Mustangs. Going to be starting at the 44-yard line. Kind of dominated, the possession in this game, but also, field. What word am I looking for?
I'm sorry, go again.
That dominated the side of being on the right side of the field. They're good field possession. There we go.
Yeah,
they have dominated field possession, being able to have a good starting point and kind of have some easy drives towards the end zone.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll tell you, they got Spencer Makuch in the game at running back right now. I'd be looking for a heat check. I know the eyes in the sky that are communicating with Coach Akins are looking for whatever it is they saw on the last possession. They're looking to see if that's true right now. They may be able to spot it just by seeing how the defense gets lined up.
You know, something that I would, if you're playing chess, you've gone 2 up the middle, you might go a pitch outside thinking that they're going to come scrape in, but he's going to drop back to pass. He throws it. It's a deep one, and it is caught by Hudson Makuch inside the 10.
He is not going down.
He's going to be in for 6. That's a Wright Brothers Construction touchdown.
I'll tell you what, there's not much more you want to see from a young man that's had a rough couple of weeks than for him to come out, make a catch, and essentially be tackled when he catches the ball, but just refuse to quit and find pay dirt 10 yards later.
Yeah, absolutely. Does a great job there. We were kind of folding the pages on that one and closing the book and going on to the next play, but he just kept those feet driving and was able to get in for 6.
Yeah, that's the kind of play. You make the catch, get the ball to the ground, and you've done a great job. But Hudson said, that's not enough. I'm going to go get some money right here.
Absolutely. So let's get some Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard updates after this extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So let's scroll over. Let me get some updates for some scores right here.
Yeah.
Mustangs are up
Well,
I always love watching the band members trying not to get hit by the extra point.
So Oak Ridge leads McMinn 21-0 in the second. Polk County 6. I'm not even going to attempt who they're trying to play. Maybe you can help me out. Oneida. East Ham 20, East Ridge 0. Oak Ridge, we've already done that. Cleveland is up 6-3 on Ray in the first. And that is your Benny scoreboard update. So, Coach, Walker Valley leads 21-0 with 6:08 left here in the second quarter. We talked through the break, so we're going to keep it here as the Ooltewah Owls get back out onto the field. So far, a great start outside of a few hiccups there in the first quarter, turning the ball over, but really was able to not hurt themselves too much because they were able to get the ball right back.
That's right. I mean, as far as entertainment value goes, for it to be 21-0 in the first half, this has been a pretty good football game, especially when we start doing the turnover swaps there. That really looks like football. So, man, as you were reading those scores, I couldn't help but think how interesting that Region 4 5A is about to be when you start talking about East Hamilton, Ray County, McMinn.
So it looks like they're going to blow this kick off. Let's see what the issue is here. Are the Walker Valley Mustangs backing up?
I can't tell yet.
Let's see as they reset the ball. Maybe they just weren't set.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Maybe the officiating crew wasn't ready, but nope, offsides on the Mustangs. So that is a penalty on the Mustangs. Those penalties are sponsored by LMB Appliance. So going to back them up 5 and re-kick here, Coach.
Hey, they just want to go down and make a play. Those guys are just eager. They're ready to go. They feel like they've found their groove, and they're ready to go down and play some football. So, hey, just focus up here. Let's do what we do, and everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, hey, I got a text from Andy saying that Morgan Wallen says hello and go Stangs. So, Morgan Wallen, I guess, is a Mustang fan tonight, according to old Andy Morris. Have fun up there tonight, buddy.
Yeah, have fun, Andy. And tell Morgan if he'll mention my name at his concert, I'll throw a chair off this press box up here.
So ball's taken at the 10. He's to the 15, to the 20. Makes the first guy miss, makes the second guy miss. Going to get out wide. He's going to get all the way up to the 44-yard line. So probably the best starting position here for the Ooltewah Owls. Going to be at their 44-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that kid is a tank. Number 6, Javante Doyle. They've got him listed as their middle linebacker and tight end, but they've been handing him the ball out of the backfield all night, and he shows you right there he's pretty shifty for a big boy.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ooltewah is going to take over 1st and 10 with 5:58 left in the second quarter. Walker Valley leads 21-0. I love this formation, Coach. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, but it's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
So is that like a throwback to the wishbone? Is that what we're doing?
I think it was. You had a 2 running back set with a fullback with his hand in the ground. Kind of love that old school football.
Yeah,
when you've got the right personnel to run it, it's fun to watch.
31 personnel or something.
So Ooltewah taking their time here, getting set, going to stick with it. They're going to go under center. They must think they have something here, Coach. Ball snapped.
32 personnel. They're running 2 tight ends there.
It's going to be a fullback dive there. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Owls.
3rd down. Cleveland Fastener says, lock it down, Walker Valley.
Man, I tell you, they're searching here, is the best I can say. I mean, this is about not the 4th formation, not the 4th personnel, but about the 4th different style of offense that I've seen them attempt tonight.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they try to keep teams on their toes. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff. He's going to bounce it outside. But they do a great job of containing the edge. That looks to be
Braylon
Beard, number 23, flying around the football with his hair on fire tonight.
Man, you love to have that guy on your football team. Him, Jerry Pugh, who was the other kid? Tyler Goldman. Yeah, those 3 guys are man, they're playing like some Walker Valley defenders right now.
Well, I mean, it's hard to make these comparisons when the guy is your all-time leading tackler, was leading the state in tackles, but really giving flashes of an Eli Denton type style of play. He comes downfield hard. He's a pretty sure tackler. If he gets his hands on you, he's wrapping you up and bringing you to the ground. He's playing really, really great tonight, and really all season. So the Cleveland Utilities power punt is up. It's going to be a line drive wobbler bouncing at the 30. Walker Valley is going to get away from it. It's going to roll inside the 20-yard line. So this is probably Walker Valley's worst starting field position for the night. Inside the 20, down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the first time that the Mustangs aren't starting their drive near the midfield. I can tell you, however, though, in games like this especially, Coach Akins doesn't want to start in the middle of the field. He wants his players to get yards. He wants them to be able to get their stats. He wants that quarterback to have some throwing yards and those running backs to drive up their rushing yards. So on a team that he feels like he can drive the ball with, he wants to start about right there.
Yeah, and to be honest, you know, with some guys going down, you want to build as much depth as possible, and you want to be able to have confidence that you got guys that can go out there and run the ball and catch the ball, and you're going to be able to get guys and kind of see what you got and go through your playbook. So ball snapped, it's going to be a handoff to Hall. He runs through the first arm tackle, but then is tackled after about a gain of 1.
Yeah, he's about one arm away right there from turning that into about a 30-yard run.
Fans, don't forget to get out your phone.
So 3:40 left here in the second quarter. It is homecoming, so we're going to have some homecoming festivities that are going on during halftime this week, as well as we'll go over our stats and all that as well. But Walker Valley kind of taking their time here, getting the play call in from Coach Akins. They're going to be trips to the home side, single to the away. Stum, hard count, no biters. Looks like he's got Makuch in the backfield with him. That would be Spencer Makuch.
Let's see here. We're going to run the ball, or we're going to look at some kind of screen to these trips, or we're going to attack the boundary.
Ball snap, screen out wide, caught by Hayden. Going to get down to the 23-yard line, so he's going to be short of the line to gain by a few yards, but a good gain on the play.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a good thought process, and you've seen this kind of thought process happening with this Walker Valley offense all night. They're covering up Roman Yulo with what they believe is their best athlete. So what you're saying a lot of the times is, hey, we're gonna beat you over here where your best athlete is not.
Ball snap, handed off to Makuch outside. He's going to bounce it back in. He's to the 40, to the 45, tackled at the 50-yard line. So almost broke that one free for a big gain, but he did get a big gain on the play. So that's going to be a Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix first down for Spencer Makuch.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Tanner Smith for Ooltewah is hangs on to his shirt tail with his pinky, or he's in the end zone right now. So kudos to him for not allowing Makuch to break that one all the way.
So 2:27 left here in the second. Walker Valley marching down the field, started at their own 15, now at the opposite 49. Looks like they're going to run the clock here, so we're inside of 2:20. Going to go twin set to both sides. Stum in the shotgun. Ball snap. Drops back. Looking. Reading the field. Has time. Throws. Going to be a little overthrown. Intended for Roman Yulo.
Yeah, it's probably good that that's overthrown. I believe he's searching. He's really trying to force the ball to Roman there. And, you know, I'm not saying that throw can't happen, but that if he gets it to Roman right there, it is an amazing throw. So as Roman's surrounded by a couple defenders there.
So that brings up 2nd and 10 here for the Mustangs. Looking at their looking at their coach for the call. Quarterback Dustin Stum in the shotgun.
Screen to the field. No.
Going to bring Roundtree in motion. Ball is snapped. Miscue. Spencer Makuch picks it up and is going to get a few back, but it's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, just it's unfortunate there. Just a bobbled snap, or a bad snap, I believe it was.
I don't think Stum was ready for it. I think he was looking over to the side, and it came back, hit him in the hands. Luckily, Spencer was able to scoop it up, but that is going to be a loss of 3, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 13 with 2:07 here in the half.
All right, so you move Roman Yulo to the boundary. Let's see what else we're doing. Spencer Makuch is still in the game. Last time I saw Javen Hall, he was being attended to by the training staff. He had a little bit of a limp coming off the field from his run earlier.
So, Stum trips to the away, dropping back, looks, screen, very delayed screen, has some time. He's to the 50, to the 45. Oosh. Inside, looks like they're going to mark him right at the line to gain.
Hey, I got to get a shout out to Lane Kelly there. He gets out in front of that screen, and it's confusion no more. He bulldozes somebody for Spencer Makuch to take that just an extra few yards.
And so it looks, I agree, Coach. He definitely, those boys up front are bulldozers, but you get them out and running in space, and you don't want to be the man that's in front of them for sure. But it looks like they're going to give them a Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix first down, so the chains will get reset. A minute 54 left here in, let's see, are they giving them 4th and inches, or are they moving the chains?
They have not moved the chains yet. They have 3rd down on the marker.
They're saying, the head official saying first down and move the chains. So you're going to give the Ooltewah Owls a little bit of a breather there as the Mustangs take over 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line. Stum, shotgun, ball snap, handoff. Makuch met right at the line of scrimmage, had a safety, it looked like coming down hard downhill.
Yeah, sophomore Cooper Parsons. Actually, it's another double number. That could possibly be Brandon West. One of those two guys came down and fit really well and made a play.
So it looks like Javen Hall is back in the football game. This is going to bring up 2nd and 9 with 1:10 left in the quarter. Coach Akins still has all 3 of his timeouts. Ball snap, Stum scrolls out, looks wide. The levels concept has Roman Yulo. Looks like, does he call that flood, Coach?
That is a version of flood. We're used to seeing Zeke Garrison catch that middle route right there, but they've replaced in that concept. I've seen, what's the other player's name? Is it Luke Hayden sometimes catches that ball, but tonight they've got Roman Yulo. That's just a unique way. You put the safety in a bind with those rub routes, and it brings Roman Yulo wide open at a pretty good range for the quarterback.
So that's going to be a timeout by Milligan Vane. Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Dr. James Goodwin offers an office treatment that will make you look and feel better in a day. MilliganVane.com. So, yeah, that's something we've broke down a lot on the coaches show. They love to run that flood concept because you can work yourself high to low. But at the same time, if you're looking to take a shot downfield, sometimes you peek at that high route first and see if it's there. And with a guy like Roman Yulo, with being able to bounce him back and forth between that high route or that intermediate route, it's kind of hard to gauge as a defense what you want to do with it.
It is, and it's hard to read for high schoolers because you come out in what a defensive coach would call it, like a nub formation. So all you have on one end, it appears that you have no receivers, but now you magically have a tight end that's eligible coming from the backside, so you really have to be aware of that.
Coach, I have a very interesting Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Cleveland 10, Ray 10 in the second quarter.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this region that Walker Valley's in, I believe, is going to be really interesting, and the places that I want you to look at are, now we can never count McMinn County out because we have to face them every year. Let's call the play here.
So, Stum, shotgun, ball snap, drop back, looking back in the end zone to Roman Yulo. Tipped, and it is going to be incomplete. So, looked like it was right there along the boundary. It just wasn't able to bring it in.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, just when that kid, I've called his name, Cheryl, I believe that's Albert Horn, just when you think he's beat, he shows back up. And it's making a lot of sense to me. They watched the Bradley film last week just like we have.
Yep.
They've been working on that all week, and Roman has the game of his life last week, so they said, hey, how are we going to answer that? And his name is Albert.
So, Stum, shotgun, going to hand it off to Hall.
Okay.
Hall's going to break it to the boundary. He's going to be at the 5, tackled at the 5. That's enough for a Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix. First down.
All right, so you use your timeout here.
So timeout, Walker Valley. That will be their first timeout. And again, that is sponsored by Milligan Vane. We're going to send it back.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease control. So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.
Sort of milk some more time off this clock, but look for them to score very soon.
Absolutely. So ball snap, going to be a handoff, and I think we're going to get it right here. Number 1, Spencer Makuch. Give him 6. That's a Wright Brother Construction touchdown.
Yeah, let's not overthink it. That 30 seconds not that big of a deal. We've been playing really good defense, not only all game but all year. So let's trust our defense to keep us clean here and take us into the half.
So the extra point, sponsored by Independent Installation Services, your spray foam experts, 423-716-3762. So the snap is ready. Kick is up, and it is good. So your Walker Valley Mustangs lead 28-0 with 30 seconds left. We're going to send it back to the station for 1 minute.
Turn your attention to the Jumbotron.
Clear for 1.
When the clock.
Choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement, the 24/7 movement, and help us create positive change.
CLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by our good friends at Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Matt Paris. Walker Valley's kick is up, and it's a line drive, going to be caught inside the 10. He's to the 15, to the 20, where he's met by a Walker Valley defender, and ball is out, but it is going to be recovered by the Owls. So, about had a special gift in the basket there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and I can tell you there's some coaching happening on the sidelines because Jeremiah Pugh fit his gap beautifully, and he didn't just scream down the field looking to hurt somebody like he usually does. He really fit well and caused the receiver of the ball to have to stop. He bumps into his own player, ends up putting it on the ground, but he safely recovers it.
So 23 seconds, Walker Valley leads 28-0. Looks like they're going to run a man onto the field late.
We're in the pistol now.
Ball snap, just going to be a handoff outside, and Walker Valley has got, it looks like 10 out of the 11 hats on the field around the football.
That's right. They were fooled 0.
So it looks like that's going to be the end of the half. Your score, Walker Valley 28, Ooltewah 0. Walker Valley has a pretty dominant first half there. It is homecoming here at the Valley. So with that being said, we're going to let all of our first half stats roll in. I'll be going over those tonight, filling in for our good friend Andy Morris, who is at the Morgan Wallen concert tonight. Enjoy your time up there, Coach. But your Walker Valley Mustangs have a comfortable lead here on homecoming as they lead 28-0. We're going to send it back to the station for 5 minutes. Join us back here in 5 minutes. We'll go back over some stats, kind of fill you in on some homecoming festivities as well, and then do a recap of the first half, and then we'll have your second half coverage. We'll be back in 5.
Clear for 5.
Thanks, buddy.
Football Booster Club's weekly drawing winners are Corbin Croom, Ashley Jason, and Ward. Please see Paula Clark in section Gold Row L, seat 15 for your prize. This season's halftime sponsor is Hardee's. We want to thank Hardee's for their support of the Mustangs. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Walker Valley's homecoming halftime celebration. This evening, one lovely young couple will be crowned the 2024 Walker Valley Homecoming King and Queen. Please join me now as we welcome all the representatives onto the field. Our first freshman representative is Miss Sailor Rivas. Sailor is the daughter of Josh and Carrie Rivas. Sailor is a part of the Walker Valley cheer squad and loves to travel. Her favorite thing about Walker Valley is the Friday night football games. Sailor is escorted tonight by our first freshman representative, Mr. Jonah Phillips. Jonah is the son of Michael and Amanda Phillips. He plays baseball here at Walker Valley and says that lunch is easily his favorite part of the day. Jonah,
how much time we got?
He's the youngest of 5 children. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sailor Rivas and Mr. Jonah Phillips. Also representing the freshman class is Miss Emery Bacon. Emery is the daughter of Timothy and Allison Bacon. She plays volleyball here at Walker Valley and would like everyone to know she attends first Baptist. Emery's favorite thing about Walker Valley is the Friday night football experience and the overall atmosphere of the school. Emery is escorted tonight by Mr. Lincoln Jackson. Lincoln is the son of Richard and Sharon Jackson. He is involved in Beta Club, plays football, basketball, and baseball. His favorite thing about Walker Valley is hanging out with his friends and would like everyone to know he really enjoys fishing. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emery Bacon and Mr. Lincoln Jackson. Our first sophomore class representative is Miss Carmen Moss. Carmen is the daughter of Myron and Kayla Flowers Moss. She is involved in Beta Club, HOSA, Act One, Valley Voices, and Diamond Darlings. Carmen's favorite thing about Walker Valley is being involved with the musical and theater production, and she would like everyone to know that she is proud to have challenged herself academically with multiple honors courses and maintains a 4.0 GPA. Carmen is escorted tonight by Mr. Montez Bowman. Montez is the son of Montel Slocum and Calundra Bowman. Montez is involved in the TVEC program, Beta Club, plays football, and runs track. And his favorite thing about Walker Valley is the environment, which whether you're visiting or a student is just different and genuine. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carmen Moss and Mr. Montez Bowman. Also representing the sophomore class is Miss Caroline Norris. Caroline is the daughter of Josh and Megan Norris. She is involved in Walker Valley Marching Band where she plays flute and is a member of the Diamond Darlings and DECA. Her favorite thing about Walker Valley is how close everyone is, describing Walker Valley as a family that, even though we are a large school, still finds a way to know and care about everyone. Caroline would like us all to know that she enjoys all genres of music, from instrumental to rap, and never misses an opportunity to go to a concert or watch past band performances. Music is what drives her. Caroline is escorted tonight by Mr. Lane Ferris. Lane is the son of Billy and Penny Ferris. Lane is a member of the Mustangs varsity football team, chamber choir, DECA, and participates in the spring musical cast and ensemble. Lane's favorite thing about Walker Valley is his involvement in chamber choir, and he would like us to know that he is the co-owner of a baked goods business here in Bradley County. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Caroline Norris and Mr. Lane Ferris. This year's first junior class representative is Miss Emily Shaw. Emily is the daughter of TJ and Jill Shaw. She is involved in NHS, NEHS, SGA, Educators Rising, Link Crew, Beta Club, Circle of Champions, and Color Guard. She would like everyone to know that in 2021 she competed at the Gymnastics National Competition and placed second overall. Emily's favorite thing about Walker Valley is the community that comes together for games and events. It's a great environment, and she loves being a part of it. Emily is escorted tonight by Mr. Barrett Burks. Barrett is the son of Michael and Amber Burks and is a member of the 2024 Mustangs football team. He believes the best thing about Walker Valley is the atmosphere of the school and would like everyone to know he is a diehard Cowboys fan. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emily Shaw and Mr. Barrett Burks. Also representing the junior class is Miss Helen Cheney. Helen is the daughter of Harold and Crystal Cheney. She is involved in chamber choir, color guard, beta club, serves on the humanities leadership team, FCA, and participates in the spring musical. Helen's favorite thing about Walker Valley is the community the school has given to so many students, as well as blessing them with opportunities they would not otherwise have. Helen would like us to all know she is very passionate about singing, acting, and her relationship with Jesus. Helen is escorted tonight by Mr. David Ito. David is the son of Co and Amy Ito. He is involved in band, chess club, AP Calculus, and Mu Alpha Theta. His favorite thing about Walker Valley is the opportunities available to him, such as band and AP classes. And he would like us to know that he is an all-state musician and attended the Tennessee Governor's School for the Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Helen Cheney and Mr. David Ito. Assisting in the ceremony tonight is our flower girl and crown bearer, our Miss Aubrey Lindeman and Mr. Braden Andrew Nunnally. Aubrey's parents are David and Lisa Lindeman. Miss Lindeman is an English teacher in the NBA Academy here at Walker Valley. Aubrey is involved in gymnastics and plays soccer. She is in pre-K at Faith Haven and loves dancing to the Walker Valley Band on Friday nights and is excited to be a football princess for homecoming. Her favorite movie is The Lion King, and when she grows up, wants to be a teacher like her mommy or an office worker. Braden is the son of Drew and Leslie Nunnally. Mr. Nunnally is a coach and teaches physical education and driver's ed as part of the STEM Academy here at Walker Valley. Braden is in the kindergarten at Prospect Elementary and also plays baseball. He would like everyone to know that he loves to go on vacation with his family. He can run really fast and has epic lightsaber moves. When he grows up, Braden would like to be a Jedi Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Aubrey Lindeman and Mr. Braden Andrew Nunnally. And now, the senior class candidates for the 2024 Homecoming Queen and King. Our first Queen candidate is Miss Ella Klepsig. Ella is the daughter of Kurt and Leanne Klepsig. She is involved in MBA leadership, FCA leadership, serves as the captain of the volleyball team, and plays tennis. Ella's favorite thing about Walker Valley is seeing Mr. Burrows with his purple flower glasses in the hallway, and that time he asked her to sing at his funeral. Ella would like everyone to know that one time that she and her best friend Bella got reposted on NLE Choppa's YouTube channel, and due to her now obvious celebrity status, will be available briefly after the game to sign autographs. After graduation, Ella plans to attend UTK to pursue a degree in deaf studies, or at least that is her backup plan in case the ultimate goal of being a trophy wife does not pan out. Ella is escorted tonight by our first King candidate, Mr. Braxton Goins. Braxton is the son of Jeremy Goins and Brandy Garin Gamil. He is the member of the Walker Valley wrestling team and says his favorite part of Walker Valley is the teachers. Braxton would like everyone to know he loves science and social studies and plans to attend Cleveland State after graduation for 2 years, then transfer to a 4-year school and earn a degree in computer science. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ella Klepsig and Mr. Braxton Goins. Our second Queen candidate is Miss Ashlyn Graham. Ashlyn is the daughter of David and Chrissy Graham. She is involved in basketball cheer, tennis, MBA leadership, National Honor Society, Beta Club, DECA, Circle of Champions, the Stangain, Oceanography, and AP Calculus. Her favorite thing about Walker Valley is cheering at the basketball games, and she would like everyone to know that she has been a cheerleader since first grade. After graduation, Ashlyn plans on attending UTK, where she will major in business and pursue a career in marketing. Ashlyn is escorted tonight by our second King candidate, Mr. Zane McSpadden. Zane is the son of Matt and Carrie McSpadden. He's involved in SGA, serving as student body president, DECA, serving as head of marketing, tennis, AP Calculus, Skills USA, National Honor Society, Beta Club, Mu Alpha Theta, National Science Honor Society, Circle of Champions, is part of STEM leadership teams, Stang Gang, and Oceanography. Zane's favorite thing about Walker Valley is the trust and sense of family between students and teachers, and would like us all to know he's been snowboarding since he was 5. After graduation, Zane plans to attend UTK and earn a master's degree in civil engineering and then live life to the fullest. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ashlyn Graham and Mr. Zane McSpadden. Our third Queen candidate is Miss Sophia Robbins. Sophia is the daughter of Mike and Liz Robbins. She is involved in band, where she plays the trombone and the euphonium. She serves as the German president of World Language Club, vice president of Mu Alpha Theta, participates in track and field throwing discus, United Sound, NHS, and Beta Club. Sophia's favorite thing about Walker Valley is the band and community within the program. She would like us to know that she has been doing ballet and other forms of dance for 11 years, and it is her favorite form of artistic expression. Sophia plans to major in pre-med biology and minor in trombone performance, then move to medical school and become a pathologist. She's excited to see where God takes her and hopes it includes traveling to at least 10 different countries, acquiring a harp, and owning both a tortoise and a snake. Sophia is escorted tonight by our third candidate for king, Mr. Drew Burrows. Drew is the son of John and Kelly Burrows. He is involved in band, Mu Alpha Theta, Circle of Champions, DECA, and AP Calculus. Drew's favorite thing about Walker Valley is the Friday night football experience, and he would like everyone to know that he has made All-State Band and All-State Jazz Band the last 2 years. After graduation, Drew plans on attending MTSU to pursue a degree in the music industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sophia Robbins and Mr. Drew Burrows. Our final queen candidate is Miss Malia Woods. Malia is the daughter of Keisha Oliver and Stephon Woods. Here at Walker Valley, she plays for the basketball team and runs track. Malia's favorite thing about Walker Valley is the opportunity to take challenging classes that will help her pursue her career path. She would like everyone to know that she is a follower of Jesus, and after graduation plans on attending ETSU to earn a degree in radiology and sonography. Malia is escorted tonight by our final king candidate, Mr. Zeke Garrison. Zeke is the son of Chris and Charity Garrison. He is involved in ATS The Bridge, oceanography, and plays for the football and basketball teams. Zeke's favorite thing about Walker Valley is the way it feels like a big family and the way we all love the school. He would like everyone to know that he loves hanging out with his friends and attending church, and after he graduates, plans to pursue a path in ministry and is thus undecided on college right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Malia Woods and Mr. Zeke Garrison. Crowning the king and queen tonight will be Dr. Candace Belt, principal of Walker Valley. And assisting with the crowning, our last year's homecoming king and queen, Mr. Jimbo Canada and Miss Autumn Harner. Jimbo is currently enrolled at SCAD, majoring in film and TV, and wants us to know that he loves the Walker Valley Mustangs. Autumn is currently enrolled at Tennessee Wesleyan and studying dental hygiene. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment and welcome our very own Mr. Jimbo Canada and Miss Autumn Harner back to Walker Valley. And now, it is my pleasure to announce the 2024 Walker Valley Homecoming King, Mr. Zeke Garrison. And finally, it is my pleasure to announce the 2024 Walker Valley Homecoming Queen, Miss Malia Woods. Now our queen and king will take their walk. Please join us in congratulating this year's homecoming court. We would also like to thank the following for their assistance and support of tonight's program: the Walker Valley Student Government Association and sponsors, Miss Olivia Scoggins, Miss Megan Webb, Miss Sierra Ledford, and Mr. Christian Mann. The Walker Valley Band and Walker Valley Color Guard under the direction of Mr. Tanner Hunt, Mr. Joseph Archer, Mr. Isaac Beatty, Mrs. Stephanie Hunt, and Mrs. Emma Barnes. The Walker Valley Navy JROTC program under the direction of First Sergeant Bill Connor for the ceremonial sword arch. And the Walker Valley administrative team, Dr. Candace Belt, Mr. John Burrows, Mr. David Hood, Mr. Tommy Leach, and Mr. David Gluckner. And to all the parents and best partners who helped make this evening possible, thank you. And lastly, to all of you present this evening, thank you for your support of the greatest high school in Tennessee. Have a great evening, and go Mustangs.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease control. So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.
Choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement, the 24/7 movement, and help us create positive change.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease control. So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.
Choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement, the 24/7 movement, and help us create positive change.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care,
Spencer, 8 rushes for 64. With that, that's the end of our Waste Connections, wasteconnection.com stats. We want to thank Papa John's for providing pizza for our board ops back at the station. Papa John's is hiring. Apply at pjunited.info. But guys, we have the best board ops in the business. You know, they handle our biz. They make sure they cut my mic off so that you don't have to hear me ramble on during the breaks. But man, we're so thankful for those guys back there. Thank you for what you do. And you know, Mix 104.1 and our broadcasting family really has the best of the best handling the business. So we appreciate you guys. But that's going to bring us to the end of the half. We're going to start the third quarter. So that's the end of your Solution Finance halftime show. So Walker Valley will be kicking off here. Ooltewah will have the ball to start the second half. Coach, while we've got a second, the Walker Valley PA announcer announced the Ray County score 17-10. You heard some Cleveland or some Walker Valley fans cheering that Cleveland was behind, but honestly, they need to be worried that Ray County is going to give us a run for our money next week. Ball's taken at the 15. It's to the 10, to the 20, and he's tackled out of bounds. But that Ray County team definitely has something brewing up there across the river.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think week one everybody was fooled because Saudi Daisy's been weak, and they put 49 on Ray County. Okay, but you know. You look at the same scoreboard and you'll see that Ray County scored 42, and into week 4, week 5 now you see that Saudi Daisy's figured some things out. Saudi Daisy's a pretty solid football program right now.
Yeah, so definitely, and the reason we bring that up is we are at Ray County next week. So again, region play starting, and we're handling business tonight, but got a big one on the road next week. Ball snap going to be handed off up the middle. Does a good job, gets about 4 or 5 on the play, so one of their better runs on the night.
Yeah, it's a good hard run, and I've decided, I have no help to decide this, but I've decided that number 6 is Javante Doyle. So, Lord help me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry for his family and him, but he's listed as a middle linebacker. He's a junior. He's a big body, and he plays really hard on a team that's just swimming and trying to figure some things out. He seems to be a really dependable player for them.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Coach. TJ Taylor, who's also listed is 5'10", 165. That boy doesn't look 165.
Yeah, that's how I made the decision. That's probably who that is.
So they try to get the ball out wide. It's going to be incomplete, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Ooltewah Owls.
Let me tell you this. We're talking about Ray County. You know, I was close to the program when Drew Akins was brought in, and I was in Drew's office in those meetings when we hired Taylor Harvey here. And the first thing that drew our eyes to Taylor Harvey was that, you know, the year prior, Drew Akins had this big high-powered offense at Red Bank, and Taylor brings a bunch of country boys from Sequatchie County over, and it's same as shuts it down.
Yeah. Ball snapped. He's going to scroll out wide. Sees his receiver caught at the 30-yard line. This is going to be enough for a first down. He gets all the way down to the 34-yard line. So best pass of the night for the Owls.
Yeah, they're back to a sort of the first 10 play script, and they're trying to get the ball in the hands of Griffin Patterson. He's just a sophomore for them, but he's a promising athlete. He's big body, 6'2", 180 pounds, and he picks up a couple hard yards there. But now Taylor Harvey's at Ray County, and he's got a group of country boys. He says it's the strongest team he's ever been associated with in the weight room. So the further they go into the season, the more of a problem they'll become defensively, for sure.
Absolutely. So Ooltewah in the shotgun, ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff off tackle, makes the first guy miss, second guy miss, still on his feet, but then wrapped down after about a 5-yard gain. We'll wrap it up on the Ray County conversation right here, but I'll be honest, a little playsmanship. I might have that clip of him saying that. I don't know if that was something he told you personally, or
I read it in the paper. I read it in a newspaper.
I'd put that clip up in the weight room this week.
Yeah, for sure.
And let your boys see it. The Flow Show got a challenge next week up at Ray County. But your score here, 28-0. Walker Valley leads Ooltewah. Ooltewah kind of getting some things put together. They've got a 2nd and 5 here. This is their best drive of the night so far. Ball's going to be snapped. It's going to be a QB keeper. He looking for the deep route. He throws. He goes to the intermediate route, and it is caught. He's going to be tackled and thrown out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to throw him out at the 39.
Yeah, it's going to be Brock Small, and he's the receiver I was talking about in the slot at the first of the game. They're looking to get him involved. They did have Griffin come open over the top. I don't know if they have the arm talent to make the throw that would have been needed there, but you can see them starting to sort of get in a groove offensively here. So you look for the Mustangs this is one of those moments when they do click a little bit. Go ahead and bend, just keep everything in front of you and force everything inside, get it to the ground.
Chick-fil-A, located on Key Street in Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. So Ooltewah back on the football. They're in the shotgun, twin set to both sides. They're going to bring a man in motion. Ball snapped, looking, screen pass. And again, the Walker Valley Mustangs do such a great job of identifying screen.
Yeah, I can see Troy Discavich's body language. He loves to sit on those screens. He even got a pick off of one earlier in the season, and I can see that, man, he wants that play back.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dylan Sharp did a good job of batting that ball down at the line of scrimmage, going nowhere for the Owls. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care. For all your orthopedic needs, Voitech.com. Dale's Heating and Air. Just call Dales.com.
So Ooltewah back on the ball. They're going to go twins to the away, single receiver to the home. Ball snap. Scrolling out left, do a great job of containing.
There's
he throws, had a man open, but just overthrew the ball. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Owls.
Yeah, it's going to be Brock Smallin again, sneaking out there, looking for ways to get him involved in the game. He's a pretty good size senior, so they're looking to lean on him in this second half.
Yeah, give some credit to Coach James Goose Manning. It's his 4th year at Ooltewah. Doing a good job of coming out in the second half and kind of showing us some things that they did in the first half that didn't work, but we're able to capitalize down here, but then also some new plays that have had some success as they march down the field down to the 39-yard line. So ball snapped, looking. It's going to scroll out wide. Throws.
That's going to be
incomplete. I'm kind of with you, Coach. It looked like our defender was there just a tad bit early, but he may have overthrown it a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's a little overthrown. What we were worried about was Michael Wood just in his hustle, in his nature to make a play. He looked like he bumped the receiver a little early, but I believe it's probably an uncatchable ball either way.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 10, but no hesitation. The Owls are back on the football. Look for them to probably go hard count here back over at the sideline as they had success of getting us to jump off early on in the first quarter. But your score, Walker Valley 28, Ooltewah 0 with 8:48, 15 seconds left on the play clock. Owls in the shotgun, twins to both sides. Quarterback making some adjustments, pointing out some defenders looking like some pressure might come off the right side. He drops back, looking, throws. Nope, he takes it, tucks it, and run. And that's not going to be enough, so they are going to turn the ball over on downs. Walker Valley will take over at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, kudos to the Ooltewah coaching staff. You come out of the half, you're down 28-0. Have they won a game this year?
No, they have not.
You haven't won a game this year. It would be easy to come out here in the second half and just look defeated, but they kind of put some things together on that drive. That's probably their best drive of the game, I would say. It doesn't work out for them in the end, but it's the second best field position that they've had defensively all night.
Yeah, absolutely. So Walker Valley comes out and trips. They're going to bring Roundtree in motion back to the Y-back. Ball snapped, handed off to Hall. And he's going to bust up the middle and carry a few Owl defenders with him for a gain of 8 on the play. Again, you talked about the identity of the Walker Valley Mustangs. They're right back into it in the first play on offense in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you're 28-0. You're starting into region play. You know they're going to come out with Javen Hall. Now let's see Javen Hall cover the football, protect the football. Let's get this clock moving. And let's bring this awesome celebration to an end as quick as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Stum, shotgun, ball snapped, handed off up the middle. Hall going to be stopped right about the line to gain. It looks like he's going to fall forward, though, and it looks like, to me, it's going to be enough for a Bradley Concrete and Lamb Connery mix first down.
Yeah, the spot, yeah. There they go, moving the chains. So he does a good job in 2 runs of moving the sticks. And even if he don't move the sticks right there, he puts you in a really good 3rd down position.
Yeah, Coach, you know, I kind of see in this early second half, you know, you let your first team offense come out, run the football. It's a region game. You got to make sure that you put your stamp on it. But once you do, I think you're going to start to see some Walker Valley Mustangs sub into this game. Ball snap.
I think so too. There's a throw to Roman.
He's got a man wide open. It's Roman. He's to the 10, to the 5. He is in for 6. Touchdown, Roman Ulo.
So we've talked all game about how athletic Albert Horn is and all the things that he means to Ooltewah football, but that's what, you know, you get into the 3rd quarter and you're playing that guy both ways, and that's the kind of things you see happen. Roman is uncapped the entire time, and Dosenstum makes a great deep throw to end this drive with a kick.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you see a beautiful touch on the ball by junior Dosenstum, throwing to his preferred target, I would say, and number 6, Roman Eula, who's having another big night here for the Mustangs. So the extra point snap is good, kick is up, and it is good. So your Walker Valley Mustangs lead 35-0 with 7:26 left in the 3rd quarter. We're going to send it back to the station for a 1-minute break.
Left in the 3rd quarter, Mustangs 35.
Play for 1.
Owls 0.
Don't forget, when you're using social media to tag hashtag FN5GL and hashtag sweepstakes and tag at WB Football and at T-Mobile to help us win up to $2 million in facility renovations.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease control. So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.
He's going to be tackled at the 35, but there is some dirty laundry on the field.
It looks like it's very likely to be a hold on. Yep, it's a hold on Ooltewah. You have a talented runner there, but sometimes they use their savvy to get a defender to peek outside, and then they cut it back in. Well, what you cause there is for your blocker to hold, and that's just what took place there. So that, unfortunate for them, it was a pretty good little return. We saw Coach Tyler Pope coming out of the sky box there, which is a pretty good signal that Walker Valley is likely to back off on some personnel and go with some depth on offense. So shout out to that guy. He's the offensive passing game coordinator. When you hear me allude earlier to the eyes in the sky, that's who I'm talking about. He's up there giving Coach Aikens guidance on what he's seeing from the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. He does a great job week in and week out finding some matchups in game. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. They're going to push their way up for about a 4-yard gain. So, Coach, real quick, we appreciate our friends at the 24/7 Movement and also ATS The Bridge for helping us with our pregame setup tonight. Also, join the 24/7 Movement and make a difference. Keep drivers and passengers safe on our roads. In memory of Dustin and Brittany Dillard. Find out more at the 247movement.org. So just wanted to make sure we gave them their shout out tonight. A great movement to be a part of. So go check them out.
Yeah, it is a great movement. They're really working hard for our community.
So Ooltewah in the shotgun, twin set to the away, single ball snap, looking, trying to go for the long ball, and he is going to be picked off by number 1, Spencer Makuch. He's to the 40. He's to the 35. He's to the 30. He's going to be tackled around the 24-yard line. I'm with you. Get down. There's multiple flags on the play.
Yeah, I hate to be that guy, but I'm wanting you to, hey, get it out of bounds, get on the ground, We really need you, son, and you've done a great job, but you don't get hurt.
Yeah, we need you healthy, brother.
Yeah.
So that penalty is sponsored by L&B Appliance, large enough to meet your all your appliance needs and small enough to appreciate your business. So as we see what this penalty is, I'm going to assume that it's going to be on the Mustangs.
Interception stands. The penalty is a block in the back on Walker
So block in the back on Walker Valley. Interception will stand. So Walker Valley, it looks like they're going to have some new people. Yeah, here we're going to get to see our good friend, I about said Spencer Jackson.
Lincoln, he looks a lot like Spencer now. Lincoln Jackson, that's right. He's going to play the single receiver to the boundary right now with 2 receivers to the field.
So it looks like Jacob Curley in at quarterback. Ball snapped. Going to be handed off up the middle. Going to be stopped around the line to gain. Let me make sure I got the number right there. 15 for the Mustangs.
We want to take a minute to thank our sponsors.
Yep, that's Jacob Curley, number 15.
Okay.
And then number
26.
26.
Gideon Hernandez.
Hernandez. So going to get some fresh legs here and some good game time playing experience for these guys as their number will be called shortly. Ball snapped, handoff to Gideon. He's going to have a great gain on the play.
Wow.
It's going to be a gain of about 6. Great run, great hard run.
That man says they are not giving up by putting me in the game.
I love it. 4:34, Walker Valley leads 35-0.
Gideon Hernandez.
So, Coach, let's get some Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard updates. East Hamilton leads 28-7 over East Ridge. McMinn Central 28, Sweetwater 0. Bradley 34 over Innovation Academy. Ball snapped, handed off left side. Gideon Hernandez. Hey, that boy's running with a purpose.
I'm telling you, you better not get in front of this kid. He is running like a man possessed.
So about a 9 to 10 yard gain on the play. That's going to be a Bradley Concrete and Lamb Con Ready Mix first down if this flag does not bring it back, which it looks like it's going to be a holding on the Mustang. So that run is kind of wiped out, but you know, Gideon running downhill with a head full of steam.
Love it. He's keeping both hands on the football. He is protecting that ball, and he is running as hard as he can straight forward.
So Oak Ridge 31, McMinn County 0, Cleveland 17, Ray County 17 in the third quarter. That is your Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. So 3rd and 14 here for the Mustangs. Clock ticks, 3:20 left here in the third quarter. Ball snap, Curley scrolling, looking out wide, throws in and out of the hands of the wide receiver, a little high, intended for number 18 of the Mustangs. That's Nolan Miles. So that's going to bring on the Walker Valley punting unit. And correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, is this the first time they're punting tonight?
I believe so. That's right.
So this is the first Cleveland Utilities power punt here for the Walker Valley Mustangs.
That's what you want from a bunch of young guys. Come out and play hard in the possession with a kick.
So, snap is ready. Kick is up. It's a high one. It's going to get all the way down inside the 20, bounce and take a good Walker Valley roll down all the way to about the 13-yard line where Ooltewah will take over. Crown Jeep and Ram headquarters in South Cleveland, Tennessee. I-75 at exit 20. Proud owner of a Jeep myself, so go visit our friends down at Crown. Got the doors off tonight, Coach. It's been kind of a hot one, so that breeze on the way home, listening to the Friday Night Blitz is going to be a nice little ride.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. I kind of wish they would pause that Ray County game right now so we could catch the end of it.
I'm with you. So Walker Valley does look like they've got some fresh players out here on the field. So we're going to get some guys some game time experience, which you love to see. Ball snap, Ooltewah hands it off. He's going to try to bounce it out wide, but he is met by a host of Walker Valley defenders. That's going to be a loss on the play.
Yeah, it appears to me that Ooltewah has answered the bench of the Mustangs by getting some younger players into the game too. I'm not going to say they went wholesale second string, but some people in that I haven't seen. Of course, they also still have a few seniors left in the game, so we'll see how that rolls out here in a second.
So 2nd and 14 1:20 clicking down on the clock. Walker Valley leads 35-0. Looking like they're going to open up with a win in the region, but this region is gearing up to be pretty competitive as Ray County's having a good night. McMinn playing a tough opponent. Ball snapped, handed off up the middle. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play, so that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, this with the scores that we're seeing tonight, and this is about the time in the season when you can kind of start figuring out who teams are. We're still a little bit early, but it's tough in high school football when you graduate kids every year and you change coaches here and there. It's hard to figure out who you're going to be through week 1, 2, 3. By the time you start getting into 4 and 5 and you get into region play, you kind of start figuring out who's going to be what. And this region is starting to look a little bit interesting.
Absolutely. So Ooltewah in the shotgun. Walker Valley going to bring pressure off the outside edge. Quarterback just has to throw it away. He felt the pressure from the Walker Valley defender, number 41 on the play. Let me try to get a number there.
It's going to be Cooper Godsey.
Cooper Godsey came with a head full of fire down there off the end, coming off of blitz off the outside. Great job there, kind of forcing the quarterback to get rid of it early. That has 19 seconds clicking down on the clock. Walker Valley leads 35-0. It looks like this may be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's been a really quick 3rd quarter with both teams pretty well keeping it on the ground. Are they going to let this go to quarter? Yes, they are.
That's the end of the 3rd
So that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Coach Akins will have his annual 4th quarter meeting at the 50-yard line. We're going to send it back to the station for 1 minute. We'll be back in 1.
Section are coming around handing out flyers about our T-Mobile Friday night 5G lights. If you have an Instagram account, get out your phones and help us share the Walker Valley Friday Night Light experience. By doing so, you have the chance to help the Walker Valley Mustangs in a competition sponsored by T-Mobile. We have already won the $5,000 weekly prize.
Choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement, the 24/7 movement, and help us create positive change.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green,
here that are sort of walking with a limp tonight with the tragic loss of Mr. Ken Wallace, who's been so important to the Walker Valley football program and just to the Cleveland community in general for years and years. And then Ooltewah, they lose, one of the most precious things that we protect in a teenager's life. And we have, is that Gideon Hernandez?
Gideon Hernandez powering
dragging
through.
the whole Ooltewah defense.
He's going to have an 11-yard gain on the play. That's going to be a Bradley Concrete and Lamb Conrad makes first down. Go ahead, Coach.
But, look out across through here and look at the Ooltewah. They traveled well, man. Their team has carried themselves well for a team that's struggling this year and struggling to put some things together. And for a team that's struggling with the loss of a loved one. I'm just proud of the way that they've came here and been a visitor to Walker Valley and the way they've carried themselves. And I just wanted to give that shout out to maybe, Ooltewah, They're neighbors of ours. Maybe some people are listening from there, and I just want to let you listeners know that Ooltewah is representing your community very well in a really tough week.
Absolutely. Ball snapped, handed off to Gideon Hernandez, tripped up at the line, or that could have gone for a while.
He was still running when he hit the ground.
He was. Ball's going to be marked at the 30-yard line. But to add to that point, Coach, Ooltewah, your school, your community is in our thoughts and prayers. Like Mr. Parrish said, it's the hardest thing to have to cope with and to deal with, and you should be proud of the boys' efforts tonight. So Gideon Hernandez is going to take another one up the middle. That's going to be enough for Bradley Concrete. Lamcon Ready Mix first down at the 25-yard line.
I can't help but get tickled at the way this kid is running. You can see the aggression from here. He is the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, dude. And I'll be honest, even running off the field right here, he's running with a little spunk in his step.
That's right.
It looks like they're going to bring in number 30 for the Mustangs. D'Ocampo? Isaac D'Ocampo?
D'Ocampo. I hope we're saying that right.
If we're not, we apologize.
If we're not, it's because Andy Morris, printed these rosters, so I'm going to put that on him.
Yeah, really any mistake that we made tonight is it's Andy Morris's fault. So.
He told us to say it that way.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. So just send your complaints to Andy Morris and kind of bug him during the Morgan Wallen performance. But they're going to call a timeout. Ooltewah's going to call their first time out of the half. We're going to send it back to the station for 30 seconds. We'll be back in 30.
Clear.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease control. So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.
They come together to bring you an experience to cheer on those Walker Valley Mustangs. Get loud, fans. Handoff from Curley to DeCampo.
Garrison and Roman Yulo earlier.
The flood concept, and what we mean by that is they're going to try to get the quarterback out wide scrolling, and then he's looking low to high. He's looking at his first route, which is normally like about a 5-yard dump, and an intermediate route that's about 10 to 15 yards downfield, and then a deep shot. So it kind of makes you decide who you want to try to cover there.
Yeah, you just overload them, put stress on them. Hey, shout out to Coach Will Campbell, who's listening to us tonight, and the Campbell Show. Head basketball coach for the boys at Walker Valley, and he decided to raise up his own basketball team in the world.
Hey, so that's hilarious. Get the pleasure of calling his games, and I come up here on Tuesday to do the coaches show, and to watch his boys just scrimmage up and down. Man, they've got a young group but a very athletic, very quick, exciting group. So we're excited for some basketball season. Not to put any pressure on you, Coach, but if you don't go 30-0, it's a problem.
Hey, that's a big deal. I am getting word now that the Cleveland game is at Cleveland. Shout out to my wife, Valerie, for letting me know.
Okay,
that.
awesome.
Thanks,
So it looks like we're going to have a Cleveland Utilities power punt. Snap is ready. It's up. Kick is up. And it is going to
That's a good little punt.
be taken, and he's going to fall on it. Very dangerous take right there. So if you're wondering why we were punting, there was a penalty on the play prior while we were talking. The yardage was good enough for a first down, but it was brought back, and Coach Akins decided to punt. So ball is going to be inside the 20-yard line, marked at the 15.
Yeah, the deep man for Ooltewah decides to attempt that catch at about the 12-yard line with Walker Valley all over him, and it hits his hands, goes straight through, hits the ground, but he's able to recover it, and number 19, Miles Hawk, is there to just eat his lunch. So all is well, but it was a really dangerous look for the Ooltewah Owls.
So Walker Valley defense back out in the field. Ooltewah snaps. It's going to be a handoff. Hit early in the backfield, but did a good job kind of sliding past a few defenders and is able to get a gain of about 1 or 2. But, you know, the Ooltewah offense has to be frustrated with a 230-man army behind them playing loudly in their ears.
Yeah, I mean, we're 35-0 with 5:15 left. We've got second string in the game, and Tanner Hunt has that band shaking the rafters back there.
You'll probably be able to hear it because I'm going to have to start talking louder, and I'm probably no less than 80 to 100 yards away from that group. So always impressive. Always love to give a shout out to the good members of the band, Tanner Hunt, Joey Archer, that whole group, but just the students as well, because they bring such an element to Friday night that is really unmeasurable. So here we go. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff. First guy misses. He keeps his feet churning. He's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Hey, shout out to the Walker Valley alumni color guard, I believe that is. There's like some 30-year-olds that have been dancing for 4 quarters. They won't be able to move tomorrow.
I know if I were doing that, I would not be able to move a muscle. So we're going to take an injury timeout here on the field. Ooltewah player looks like probably dealing with a cramp. We are going to send it back to the station for 1 minute.
Choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement, the 24/7 movement, and help us create positive change.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease.
Looks like Ooltewah is going to try to run the football. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up 4th and 9.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a little bit of a loss, I believe, as the Ooltewah running back tries to get the edge, just doesn't get it done. The young guys on the Walker Valley defense keep good leverage there and get him to the ground.
So again, Tanner Hunt and the Walker Valley Army back there blowing it and really kind of forcing the hand of Ooltewah to decide to punt here. But 3:37 clicks down on the clock. Opening up region play, Coach. A dominating win for the Walker Valley Mustangs. Looks like as long as nothing crazy happens here, Looks like the boys have earned themselves a wing party too. So tell Coach Akins to break the pocketbook out.
Yeah, he's going to have to get those wings. I wonder if we could sneak in there and get like an interview, if we could time that just right to get in there and interview him during
So he always calls me the defensive guy because I go over defense on the coach's show.
Yeah.
And yet he says he invites me, but then he never shoots me a text of when they're actually doing these wing parties. I found out under investigation, though, they happen on Thursdays. So I'm going to have to figure out a reason to be up here on Thursday, and I'm just going to walk my happy self up into there and say, Coach, you know, I've had an outstanding invitation to this. I hope you got some wings left.
Yeah, I can remember when we first started doing those here, and Jeffrey Brown, that has been so faithful to Walker Valley, he said something just in passing and joking about that. So we started inviting him to wing parties, and he would come and just hang out with the guys, man, and love on our boys. And so shout out to Jeffrey, who's just sitting down the way from us running the scoreboard, as he so faithfully has done since he graduated high school.
Well, don't worry, I'm going to bring up that as a point. To Coach Akins to say, I heard Jeffrey was invited. I'm still waiting for mine. Kick is up. It looks like it's going to be off the side of the foot, but takes a good roll. What was going to be probably about a 5 to 10 yard punt ends up being about a 35-yard punt down the field, taken at the 45.
Yeah, so pretty consistent field position battle throughout the game, and Walker Valley does a good job of winning that battle as they seem to start in Ooltewah territory, just nearly every possession around the 45-yard line.
So, clock is running, 3:03 left. Walker Valley leads 35-0. Curley in at quarterback. Ball snap, handed off.
Oh my gosh.
That looks like Gideon, not Gideon.
Yeah, it's Gideon Hernandez.
Gideon Hernandez.
Quarterback Scarborough
Yeah.
handed off to Hernandez.
So that was actually Scarborough. We've got another quarterback, a freshman James Scarborough, quarterback, getting some reps. So good to see the young guys filtering in and getting their turn. But, hey, man, Gideon's got a little jump to him.
He's different, man. He has some oomph about him.
So, ball snap. Handed off to Hernandez again. Arm tackle and lays the lumber to the Ooltewah defender. Man, I'm starting to, and I'll be honest with you, this is how I felt about Javen Hall last year. When Javen Hall would get to come in these late game scenarios, you could see it coming. But then I came back and Javen Hall had grown about 4 inches and put on about 20, 30 pounds of muscle. So maybe, hey, let's get Gideon in there, have some wing parties, but also do some reps on the bar and add some weight to him.
Yeah, so Gideon attacks from the left tackle again, second time in a row, and he meets the safety and does his best Earl Campbell impression and just floors a kid.
Ball step, good, step aside, and he does it again and follows his blockers, and it looks like he's going to have a gain of 10, and he's still going. That Walker Valley offensive line is pushing him. So what was going to be a gain of 8 turns into a gain of 14, and that's going to be a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down all the way to the 15. But there is a flag on the play, sponsored by L&B Appliance.
Man, he is all gas, no brakes, I'm telling you. And what age level is he? He is a junior. Is that right?
Mustang fans,
Gideon Hernandez Jr., running back, linebacker. Yep.
Who go as unsung heroes.
For some reason, I was thinking he was younger than that.
Both on the D-line and the O-line.
Either way, that's good. That's good
Yeah,
stuff.
we'll have him back for another year next year.
For sure.
So there was a penalty, it looks like, at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up second. Is it second and 20 or first and 20? I want to say it's first
It is
and
second. Well, as of right this second, they have 2 on the placard, but the head ref is changing it. It is first and 20.
So 35 seconds. This looks to be the last play of the game for the Walker Valley Mustangs as they lead 35-0. It's going to be a handoff off the right side. Does a good job. Gets a gain of about 7 on the play, maybe 6. But that should bring us to an end, Coach. A dominating win over the Ooltewah Owls as we open up region play. So Walker Valley will move to 5-1 on the season and 1-0 in region play.
Yeah, that's sophomore running back Montez Bowman with the last carry of the game. I always want to make sure when those young guys get the opportunity that maybe they get to hear their name, or their mom and dad, somebody gets to hear their name on the radio, and how proud we are of them for being on the field at Walker Valley.
Absolutely. So we are going to head to our post-game show. Let these guys shake hands. Coach have his meeting and his interviews. We'll go over some stats for the game and get Coach Akins up here for his interview, and then we'll send you to the Blitz. But until then, let's take a 3-minute break. We'll go over some stats and try to get Coach Akins up here for his interview. So we'll be back in 3.
17148.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease control. So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.
Mustangs will take on the Eagles at 7 p.m.
I'd say they're probably about even on turnovers. Walker Valley's just able to capitalize on some of those turnovers. I think we only saw one possession for Walker Valley end with a punt. Well, up until your young guys are in the game. That's right. So Walker Valley's offense efficient. Their defense, very good. Dominate the game, earn themselves another shutout and a wing party, and create an opportunity to move past tonight, to celebrate homecoming, and to get to work and get their eyes forward after, taking the night to enjoy their win and getting their eyes forward to more reason play next week.
Absolutely. So let's go over to our post-game stats. I'll start reading these off, but the post-game stats are sponsored by Waste Connections, wasteconnections.com. So Ooltewah, 22 rushes for 30 yards. So Walker Valley did a great job of containing them. 6 of 16 passing for 59 yards. Spencer had an interception. Spencer Makuch. Nunez had an interception. Shantz had 3 tackles. Beard had 7. Hall, 2 receptions for 24 yards. Spencer, 1 reception for 13 yards. Hudson, 1 reception, 44 yards and a touchdown. Roman Yulo, 4 receptions, 100 yard and 1 touchdown. Stums, 10 of 16 passing, 187 yards and 3 TDs. Maybe 2 TDs. We'll get back to that. Your boy Hernandez, 8 rushes for 45 yards. Spencer, 8 rushes for 64 yards and a touchdown. Hall, 12 rushes, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, just a dominating night. Walker Valley kind of being able to impose their will and do what they need to do. Got a good friend up here with us, Mr. Daniel Denton. Buddy, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, just say what's up, man. Yeah, we're on the Postgame show.
How are you?
Hey, this is a dominating win. What are your immediate thoughts about the game?
Immediate thoughts, I saw a lot of good offense. I know that. I also remember when Eli played them for the first time in a long time. And they beat them. And, I mean, Ooltewah can be a really good team, but, I mean, in the end, Walker was just a better team.
Yeah, since you're here, I want to talk about last week. Walker Valley kind of getting the monkey off their back and beating Bradley for the second time in school history, but something that we talked about.
Coach Akins is embracing with former player Daniel Denton as he enters the booth.
So just real quick, we'll ask you one more question, then we'll let Coach Akins hop on here. But just kind of talk about, what you thought about that game. And we talked about so much about how you guys laid the foundation for that to even take place. I know we got so close so many times, but without what you guys did, we wouldn't have been able to accomplish what we accomplished on Friday night. Kind of talk about what you thought about last Friday.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely been in the books for a long time that Walker was just going to come back and beat Bradley. And, I mean, I knew it was going to happen eventually, and it just took the right team, the right day, and they did it last week. And I think as far as laying the foundation, I mean, I think the class of 2020 and 2021 and 2019, I believe those were the teams that really set the standard for Walker Valley football. And I think every team since then has just held that standard, and you keep holding that standard high, you're going to beat better teams.
Well, absolutely. Well, dude, thank you for joining us. We love you. Good to see you again. Come see us and say what's up.
Walker Valley great, Daniel Denton right
Absolutely. Absolutely, one of the first kids I ever had the pleasure of coaching, and then got to watch him step on as a coach as well. Yeah. So love to see you up here, man. Yeah. So, hey, we're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with Coach Akins for the post-game interview.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Go for 1.
Dominant win, 35-0 over the Ooltewah Owls.
Yeah, we talked all week, and I kind of talked on the coach's show. We, play to a standard. Don't play against an opponent, and I've kind of heard that all weekend last weekend. You see all these FCS schools and smaller group of 5 schools playing these SEC schools, and they're not even playing the same game, right? The SEC schools are playing a totally different game. Just because NIL is so different. But you saw some of the quotes afterwards, and the one that kind of stuck with me was the Josh Heupel quote that just said, hey, man, the opponent is faceless. The opponent is nameless. We got to go play to a standard and our standard of play. And we kind of just said that throughout the week. I thought our defense did that. I thought our defense really played to the standard throughout the game. Offensively, we had that lull right there in the first half where we turned the ball, our first quarter into the first quarter, we turned the ball over twice. And that was frustrating just because all it was us not playing to our standard. So we got over here and obviously dominated the second quarter and really finished the game strong there. I love seeing our young guys in and carrying on that standard throughout the end, and our young defense getting a 0. Like, those things matter. So really proud of our guys to be able to get in at the end of the ball game. Threw the ball some with our young guys, and that was cool to see. I told Coach Pope, hey, they just run normal offense. I know the score is what it is, but we're going to run normal offense. So it was nice to see Curley make some throws. But really, what I liked seeing was Gideon Hernandez. Like, Gideon works his tail off, and to see Gideon get in and be able to make some of those runs was really proud of him and happy for him to get that payoff.
Yeah, listen, I not to take away from Javen or Roman or Spencer or Hudson or any of those guys, but I was enamored with Gideon Hernandez when he gets in at the end of the game. I couldn't help but get tickled because he is a man on fire.
Yeah, dude, just his feet moving. He's running with great pad level.
Absolutely. He covers the ball
he comes
well.
to work every day. I'll tell you what he's done. He goes in and works our defense every day. And when you look at our D-line, and that kid has to run scout team running back against Troy Discavich and Jack Shawns, and you learn through that, through playing those guys and running scout team, that you better lower your pad level and you better keep your feet running, because if you don't, you're going to get hurt during practice. So it was really cool to see that pay off and really punish some kids at the end of runs. It was cool to see.
Yeah, I talk about that to people all the time. You always end up with a guy in your program that's getting older and he's played scout team running back. And
listen,
he will.
And you'll know this, Mark Rogers.
He's Mark Rogers, yeah.
He's Mark Rogers 2.0.
He'll knock your face off.
Absolutely. And you see Mark as a senior, athletically probably not as just gifted, God gifted, but Mark Rogers gets on the field for us, and Gideon reminds me so much of him, the work ethic and the willingness to go do whatever it takes to help the team.
Yeah.
I was happy to see it get paid off.
For sure. The Mark Rogers, the Cameron Davises, those are the guys that come to mind who have just been pummeled by your first defense for 2 years, and it just
get
creates.
out there and it's easier.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Something in them.
Hey, and has that success.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations on the game, and I completely understand talking about playing to a standard your opponent's face. That's good things to hear from someone like me who is just looking upon you on your program and really love the progress that it's making. Can I draw your attention real quick and let you speak for just a second on these two communities coming together tonight? Both of us walking with a limp this week due to some losses. Can you speak to that for just a second? Has any of that been not a distraction, but how do you handle that moving through the week?
Yeah, we made our guys aware yesterday, kind of the things that had happened. With the wrestler from Ooltewah that lost his life yesterday, and just used it as an opportunity to tell our kids, like, I know you think you're invincible, and I know you think this only happens. This doesn't happen to anybody else. This isn't going to happen to me. But using that to really make sure our kids understand, like, you have got to understand the danger every time you get in these cars.
Walker Valley Marching Band, you may take the field for post-game performance.
Guys didn't know him personally, but they knew him. You know what I mean? Because he's been here. He's been here every single game that I've been here and further back. I made the joke this week with him. It's funny that Ken drove me to my first game in Red Bull, right? Because you were here.
Choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement, the 24/7 movement, and help us create positive change.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease control. So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.